Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved. You know, I've complained a lot about this screen, but I've found something new to complain about. There is no title in this screen anywhere. From this main screen, this is the main screen, there's no exit out to see a title screen. It does not say Plague Inc. Evolved at all. It doesn't say it anywhere in this game. The core Plague Inc. game. There, that is the first thing of your name. Way to undersell yourself as a game. Anywho, last episode we played as Fungus and we failed. Fungus is very difficult. So what I want to do now is just to keep things spiced up. We're going to go back to Bacteria. We're going to play on casual. We're going to have each one of these abilities that we've unlocked enabled, and we're just going to try and unlock a couple more abilities, then we'll play for Fungus again. So just going to play on casual, just going to play quick games, just trying to unlock Gene. Ooh, last time the shortcut? I don't think so. Did we not change the name of our plague? No, this was probably just the last name for our bacteria was the shortcut. And so now we are grinding. So let's call this teeth grinding. The terrible disease plague of teeth grinding. Because why not? Alright, so we did some China ones. We tried the United States with the spores and fungus, and that certainly isn't going to help me. I'm pretty much going to resolve to my normal start. I like South Korea as a good place to start the game. Teeth grinding begins in Southeast Asia. I'm sorry, Southeast Asia, not South Korea in particular. But including Southeast Asia and South Korea. If you've never seen any South Korean movies, they are pretty wild. I've seen some really good ones on Netflix, and I think that's probably more of just the movies that Netflix gets for distribution in America, because I imagine there's some pretty good wild and very strange, and I love wild and very strange movies all over the planet. Korean border guards plan strike. Are threatening 50,000 border guards are threatening to strike and disrupt traffic in the formal DMZ zone due to poor employment prospects. So that this is telling me that if I got, there's likely going to be easier for this to cross the border into China. And so if I brought this up, it would probably help that scenario. How much time do you have to really add that symptom? I would say probably do it as fast as possible, because you really don't know. It really doesn't tell you. It says they're planning a strike, but they don't say like they're planning a strike in a few days. There's something that could be improved for certain. Give some time. Tell me how long. Tell me if I succeeded. Tell me if I failed. We will see a message if we succeeded sometimes, but almost never see a message if we fail, which is fine. So I bet if I went and looked up a Wikipedia, a wiki on this, not Wikipedia, but just a wiki, there might be some better explanation as to how long you have to make your move. It's gotten into China, and now Japan. Bacteria is not terribly difficult to cross borders. Nowhere as difficult as spores. Alright. We'll go ahead and use drug resistance. Next thing we want is cold resistance. Put it in a warm country so it won't need any warm resistance. It just needs some cold resistance to get up to Russia and Canada, Greenland. These really cold places. There really aren't any cold countries down here. I hear that the way maps are drawn these days is probably not as accurate as it could be. Of course, it's difficult to take a 3D sphere and flatten it appropriately to a two-dimensional map anyways, but I've heard things like Africa is actually much bigger than it's shown, is normally shown as. I don't know why I used that not right then, but fine. Doesn't matter. So we're gonna quickly click, click, click. I hope my Festival of Love in Canada, we'll take that. We'll add the nausea symptom. Nausea symptom. Insomnia symptom has mutated. I could get some DNA back from that, might as well. Get 4 DNA points back for that. We still have got a lot of parts of the world. I could do bacterial resistance to protect against all climates. I don't think it's necessary. Maybe on Mega Brutal you have to pull out all the stops, but I don't think really, even on that a lot of these options turn around and pay back for themselves. So the virus, the bacteria here, not a virus, still hasn't been discovered. There's a lot of places though. Let's see, check out New Zealand, check out the Caribbean. Some of these things are too small to click on too. So I guess that helps with the zoom in function if you just really want to do that. But you know, this should click on the Caribbean too, just don't have as tight a border around those small islands. Greenland's still infection free. Sweden's gonna get it pretty much pretty soon. We're still waiting on Greenland. Vomiting symptom has mutated. We'll take that. So they've discovered it. Teeth grinding has been discovered as a disease. Right, so what can we do? What can we do? I want to start throwing some things into these to get the infectivity up. We've missed Greenland. There we got Greenland. Let's just get the infectivity up. Let's see, 11, 13, 11. Paranoia in Iceland. Good. We don't want people to die before it infects more people. So with total organ failure enabled, that is a risk. It's a definite risk that people will just die before they can infect somebody else. Teeth grinding has been placed on a watch list. Teeth grinding is very bad. Indonesia is leading its efforts. We're up to 10% on the cure already. Iceland begins to break down. That's great, but Greenland needs to break down. It's kind of backwards. Greenland is mostly ice, and Iceland is mostly green. So let's get that infectivity. What's going to get the infectivity as high as possible? This one. Let's see. Fever gets the infectivity up higher. Looking at all our options. Sorry. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Almost got all of the planet infected. Let's go ahead and 29 will get insanity up. There are no healthy people left. Great. They're at 26% of the cure. Vomiting is mutated. Let's see. Genetic reshuffle. 27. As we're killing everybody, just try and do some genetic reshuffles for extra score. Another genetic reshuffle. 32 for the third reshuffle. All planet's about to be killed by teeth grinding. They just ground their teeth down to gums and then they bled to death. Or they starved to death. Couldn't eat, they ground their teeth down to nothing. Terrible, terrible teeth grinding plague. Oh, that would be horrible. Imagine you were like in a movie theater or something and just everybody is grinding their teeth, can't do anything about it. Oh man, you just hear it everywhere. You're on the train, you're in the car, people are going to the bathroom, they're grinding their teeth. Oh man, I've made a horrible, horrible plague. I've not thought how terrible this would have been. Oh man, man, I'm gonna have nightmares about teeth grinding. 27%, 28% to the cure. Doesn't look like we're gonna get any more DNA. Doesn't matter. We're going to kill everybody. If I can get another 5, I can increase the insanity, make it more difficult to find the cure. 10 million people left. At least these 10 million people have an excuse for grinding their teeth now. There's a reason. You're about to die. Less than 5 million, 3 million. 27. Still can't get insanity. Need 2 more. There we go. We don't need this. We'll refund this for this. We'll refund this for this. We'll refund this for this. Now it's always the danger of taking off symptoms because they might make the cure harder, the cure easier, but in this case taking off transmissions won't really affect me. Because I've already transmitted the virus to everybody, everybody has long since been infected. Teeth grinding to eradicate humans. Maybe it's not even that they grind their own teeth. Maybe it's a psychological urge. They like rip the teeth out of corpses and they're grinding on those. Ooh, that's even grosser. This is a horrible plague. This is just the stuff of nightmares. Oh man, teeth grinding. What a terrible, terrible decision that was meant to make. Yep. And victory! Teeth grinding has successfully eliminated all life on Earth and eliminated the possibility of me ever sleeping peacefully again. I did it to myself. Super fast here. 365 days in a year, so we got it in less than 2 years. Done on casual difficulty. They only got to cure up to 26% for this bacteria. That gets us 2 biohazards in the score of 4,000 because we were playing on casual. So not great, huge score because we weren't playing on very difficult. But yeah, we did it. We got rid of it. And so that's the end of this episode. We have unlocked a new gene type. So let's click here and it's going to say we've unlocked a new gene type again. Tell us twice, why not? And sadly, it's here. Cytochrome surge. Get more DNA from popping orange DNA bubbles. Probably will use this, but that's not really what I wanted. I wanted one of these to unlock, and they played me on that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. As always, I ask that you like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that stuff helps out. If you want to fan fund me, go to my main YouTube page. There's a box on the right that says support this channel. Click there. Any amount of donation will be appreciated greatly. If you want to follow me on Steam or Twitter or Google Plus or Battle.net, all that information is down below. And please, 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 don't grind your teeth. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.